Okay, the consumer is purportedly really strong. You've been hearing that for a couple of years. And although a lot of us in consumer-based products have kind of not felt that way because it's been a hard couple of years, the truth is the consumer is strong, whether it's artificial reasons or not, like, college debt payments have been pushed back, helicopter money from COVID, stayed in people's checking accounts for a year or two, even after COVID. So there's a lot of artificial reasons, let's call it, right? But they're real reasons, and they affected the economy in a way where certain industries have done really well. And so let's talk about 2025 planning. I know most of you are probably done with your 2025 planning, but what I wanted to caution against is taking unneeded risk, okay? So the consumer is strong, but debt levels are really high. Credit card debt levels are at all-time highs. There's a lot of optimism going into 2025, which is great, but there could be a pullback, say in the stock market or anything like that can affect consumer confidence and thus hurt, consumer product companies and any other company. And I think the message here is just be careful on how you plan. So I'm just going to talk about a few ways I'm thinking about it, sort of what I've seen with other companies, and how you, the CEO, can think about planning for 2025. Okay, so first of all, when you plan your goals, have aggressive goals, but be lean in your expenses. So, if you can grow without increasing headcount, or, grow at a moderate level if you are increasing that headcount. Don't increase capital expenses, reduce debt. So always focus on paying down your debt. I know these are all obvious things, but there's a lot of exuberance right now. Okay. And then you, the entrepreneur, listen, you're always going to be overconfident sort of with the year coming up. So this message is sort of be cautious, know that if there is a pullback, it's going to affect the consumer. We've had an incredible run the last couple of years. That's why I'm sort of putting this video out, is just thinking about the incredible run that we have had. Things are always going to kind of revert to the mean. A couple of ratios to focus on. Focus on your debt to equity ratio, your current ratio, and your interest coverage ratio. Now, those without debt, you guys are, in the best position, but let's face it, most companies have some debt, and, paying that down or focusing on those ratios so that, one problem doesn't knock you out of the game. So that's the theme of the video. Don't let one surprise knock you out of the game. We all survived 2020 in the last couple of years, and there's a lot of exuberance. Don't take a fatal blow this year by being a little bit too optimistic and not protecting yourself. So be aggressive in your growth plans, but don't overextend yourself, and hope you guys have a great 2025.